Hi, my name's Ashley, this is Faithful Rattos, and welcome back. So, today you've got a little vlog of me. I'm going to go to a rat show today, so that's going to be exciting, see people, have a chat, all that stuff. I'm also picking up something exciting when I get there, and I'll probably explain more about that when I'm there and such. Come along with me today. Hello. Hello. So, I realised that I started to do a vlog for this day when I picked up these rats. And then I didn't carry on the vlog at all. It's been a really hectic week here. We've had our babies here growing up into the 3 to 4 week age, which is really exciting. They're proper mini rats now, so they need a lot more attention and a lot more time. I also spent a couple of days away at my parents' house, so I wasn't here for a couple of days. And, editing videos takes a while, and, so I never got around to actually properly introducing them to you. So I thought I would finish this video now so that it can be posted in the future. So we have had them about a week now. So we're sort of getting used to them and getting to know them, which has been really, really good. I will tell you the story of how they came to be. So these boys came from Purple Whiskers Rattery. Zara, who runs Purple Whiskers, is a friend of mine, and what's really interesting is that she's breeding, well, I don't know why I say interesting. What's really fun, what's really cool, is that she's breeding similar things to me, Burmese Wheaten with Russian. So she's not too far away, and she's breeding similar things to me. And when I got my does from Alpha Centauri, Sophia, Marissa, and Serafina, she got does from the slightly younger litter, who are technically, like, genetically half sisters or sisters to my girls. And she recently paired them up as well, which is really exciting. And those rats have grown up. And because breeders work together and all that, she was offering these rats to breeder homes before any other pet homes or anything like that. So when she offered them to me, I was like, ooh, yes, I will. That sounds really cool. And because their mums are basically sisters to my mums, that means they're related to my Alpha Centauri. And Purple Whiskers' main line started with Novigrad rats as well, which is really exciting. And this little fella's, I think 2 generations back, has Cheeky, like is one of Cheeky's siblings or something like that. I'd have to check the family trees again, but they are related to the Novigrads and the Cheeky, which is really exciting. So these 2 outcrosses, litters that she's done, both of them are related to my Alpha Centauri does, and this one with this little blue point Siamese is related to Novigrad as well. So this is a really nice culmination of all of the like rattery genetic lines that I'm using. So there's a bit more diversity for next generations here, because I'm not planning to use these for a while. I'm planning to go back to Burdock and Beauty next time if possible. But yeah, it is really helpful, and also genetically they're really helpful because we've got one Siamese and an agouti who is, and like it's like a Siamese wearing an agouti coat based on his genetics. So I'll go into detail about them individually when I introduce them to you. But yeah, it was a really exciting thing that Zara offered me these rats, and I wasn't necessarily planning on getting other rats at this point in my breeding journey, but because they were offered and they're so closely related to my rats, I thought it would be really silly not to pass up. And even if they don't become part of my breeding program in the future, I still have them here as pets, and they're absolutely lovely. And maybe I can show them, like, it's not really that big of a deal, and it does help me out in future generations, especially now that I know I don't have any Siamese in these current litters, because if I go very much longer without Siamese, I will turn into everyone being sable, and that's absolutely not what I want. So having some Siamese or Siamese in an agouti coat is helpful. You want to go first? You want to go first? Okay. So let's introduce the boys. So we have 2 little boys here. So this is Riptide. Good boy. Good boy who's had a bit of a growth spurt since I've been away. Yeah. Right onto the mic. He is a Blue Point Siamese, as you can see, and he's probably, I would say, probably agouti based as well, which isn't too bad. I know he will be carrying Self though. This is Riptide. Riptide is named after Percy Jackson, just like our little Grover. So Riptide is Percy Jackson's sword, which I actually do have tattooed onto me. And his show name will be Purple Whiskers Really a Sword, because Riptide is a pen that turns into a sword. And I think it's in the musical, I don't know if it's in the books, but Percy goes, if this is really a sword, then... So that is Riptide. His show name is Purple Whiskers Really a Sword. He's getting big. He was a little bit of a little guy when we first got him. He's definitely like doubled in size since we've gotten him, and his head is getting really pretty. So he is obviously a Siamese, so he will genetically be Siamese, and he also is Russian, so he carries 2 Russians. So if any of his babies, if I mate him to somebody who is not Russian and doesn't carry, all of his babies will. Just having options is a really good thing. And I do actually need like half of my book group. I've got 6 books adults at the moment, and 3 of them are over 2. One of them is 28 months. So I'm expecting quite a bit of loss in my book group soon. So I want to have a nice, healthy social group there. So having some kittens that are like kind of related is really good. So this is Riptide. And Goro is the agouti. So this is Goro. He's a little bit more skittish. He's still sweet, and he's just very, very wiggly. He is an agouti. So his mom is a Siamese, and his dad was a black. And because his mom was an agouti-based Siamese, all of the babies were agouti. If you know genetically how that works, agouti is obviously dominant to black. And because the black didn't carry any C locus, we're going to go back to that black agouti locus, because there was no other shared dilutes. So he is now, he's agouti, but he carries C locus and he carries Self because his dad is black, which is very helpful for me, because I do want to have my rats not all be agouti based. And again, if I'm breeding just agoutis, then I'm going to end up where nobody's carrying Self. So it's really helpful that both of these guys, right on the mic, carries Self. So he carries Self and he carries C locus. So if I mate him to another C locus rat, about half of the litter will be C locus. So I have things to go from, which is exciting. And having an agouti in the cage again is really nice. We haven't had agouti since we lost Stendar, and I think it's such a pretty variety. He's a bit of a speedy Gonzalez. So his name is Goro. This is a name from the Yakuza Like a Dragon video game series that my boyfriend really likes. And Kiryu, our rat that passed away earlier on this year, he was also named from Yakuza. So that's him, and his show name will be Purple Whiskers Mad Rat of Shimano. So the character is known as Mad Dog of Shimano, and so I'll just change dog to rat, and I think that's a cute show name. He's very, very fast. I'm going to pop him back in the cage. Oh dear. Oh dear. I have a slight problem that he didn't make it into the cage, and he is on the floor somewhere. So that's fun. I'm going to have to go and collect him. Got Riptide here still. But yeah, so those are the 2 boys. I'm going to have to go and retrieve Goro from the floor. So those are my lovely boys from Purple Whiskers. I am so excited to get to know them more, and to possibly use them in the future of my breeding. But we'll see what happens, won't we? Won't we, Riptide? Yeah, so those are my boys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!